Hi, I'm Carrie Jo Patterson, and I'm the host of the Esthetician Podcast. When I first launched my podcast, I was so excited about my niche and my brand, and I loved what I was doing. The problem was, is I had no idea how to make my show actually work for my business and get even more people tuning in. And that's why I hired Adam. Working with Adam completely changed the way that I do my business, approach my podcast, everything. I actually have systems in place, which is so amazing. I'm like turning my listeners into coaching clients. But I would say the biggest change that I got was ultimately my time freedom. I used to spend hundreds of dollars on social media. I used to spend hundreds of hours making reels, TikToks, all of the things. Now, my podcast does all the heavy lifting for me. I've gotten my time back while still growing, and that is exactly why I became a coach in the very first place. If you are overwhelmed as a business owner and you know your podcast could be powerful, but you just need someone who actually knows how to turn it into one, hire Adam. You will wish you had done it sooner.
What's up, Pod Pals? It's your buddy Adam, and you are listening to Podcasting Business School. It's a show where I teach podcasters simple strategies to help you make more money, get more clients, and build a profitable online business. Today, we're talking about my 1x15x1 simple social media strategy. So, I think social media is probably the most frustrating part of being a content entrepreneur, owning an online business. I am just like all of you. I get super frustrated with it. I'm really just over the I have to be everywhere philosophy. So I've been on a mission to simplify this as much as possible. And actually, um, I'm letting the cat out of the bag here. I'm creating a new program, a new online course, pretty robust. I'm calling it my minimum effective dose business strategy. And I was recording this video for this strategy. And I was like, I need to release this as a podcast episode because I feel like this is going to help you all just as a standalone lesson. So today's episode is actually the video clip that will be one of the videos inside of the course that I'm going. It should be ready sooner than later. I'd love to have it out by January at the latest. So I'm really excited about this concept because we tend to overthink things, and as online business owners, that fear of missing out is there. I have to do everything, and we're just continuously adding things to our plate in the name of scaling. Oh, I've got to scale. I've got to have another email funnel, another lead magnet, and 12 more offers, and this and this and this, and be on all the platforms, be everywhere. And I know a lot of you are doing this online business and content creation because you are side hustling and you want to escape your 9 to 5, but what you are creating is a 5 to 9. So instead of working 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., you're working 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. And instead of like scaling, I'm more obsessed with simplifying and going, what is the least amount of stuff we have to do, or I have to do as an online business owner to facilitate and pay for the lifestyle that I want to live. That's what this new program is going to be all about. That's, what this lesson today is when we focus on social media. So, as a quick CTA, as I am known to do, if you guys want first access to this new program, which I'm very excited about, you can use the link in the show notes. It's all these programs, this minimum effective dose business program, my 21-day high value add newsletter bootcamp, my podcast growth bootcamp, all that stuff is available via my group coaching program. There's a link in the show notes to get 50% off of your first month of group coaching. That is time sensitive. That link will expire, I think, on the last day of the year. So that is a great opportunity to get first dibs on all this stuff. The way it works is with my group coaching. You sign up and everybody does a one-on-one onboarding session with me. I have you fill out some onboarding information to set goals. And I go, okay, it seems like your primary goal is you need to develop a newsletter. So we're going to start with my newsletter course, and you get access to office hours, you get access to me via our Voxer chat and group coaching to help you work through all that. So I'm not going to dump all these courses and all these things onto you all at once. We're going to pick a primary goal. I will give you a resource like one of my courses to help you get going and get your progress going with towards that goal. And yeah, it works really, really effectively. So link is in the show notes. If you want to get 50% off before the end of the year with your first month of group coaching. And without any further delay, again, this is the audio from a video that I recorded for my soon to be released minimum effective dose business course. This is my 1x15x1 simple social media strategy. Let's dive in. Social media is so frustrating for people. This is why a lot of content creators burn out, because we feel like we have to be in all the places and doing all the things. And it starts with like, hey, let's just post every day on Instagram, but now let's post on a reel every day, and let's post in our story every day. And then what about these carousels? Then, well, we should repurpose our IG reels into TikTok. And then we have to use AI to create multiple clips when our episodes come out. All these things that just evolves into this social media monster. And the worst part is a lot of us are not getting engagement. We aren't getting comments. We aren't getting likes. We aren't growing our following. And it's just a lot of work. So let's make this as simple as possible. Minimum effective dose social media, the 1x15x1. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is focus on one high value add post per day. The next part, the 15, is engaging on other people's content for 15 minutes per day. And the last part is focusing on just one platform that feels easy, lucrative, and fun. So really, let's start there. What's the one platform? All right, I've got some questions that are going to help you figure this out. But our goal is to start with one focused platform, and we can add some sub platforms, maybe one, maybe you have 2 or 3 total platforms. You have the one focus, a couple side platforms, a little side hustle with a couple of them. So maybe it's Instagram, and you also want to repurpose a little bit for TikTok, or maybe it's Threads and you want to repurpose a little bit for Substack. That's what I'm currently doing. But we really want to focus on that one platform, and we're going to add value once a day. And if you want to schedule and things like that, that's great. If you want to go in there and post every day natively and create something, that's great too. But let's make this as simple as possible. Now, the middle part, the 15, this is actually the secret weapon. This will work across any platform. I'm 100% confident in this. The ultimate hack for social media, period, is engaging on other people's content with high value add replies. All right. So I want you to actually set a timer. You've got your focus platform. I want you to set a timer, 15 minutes per day. And if you don't want to do this on the weekends, that's fine. Or whatever days that you're working, do it 15 minutes on your work days. All right. And set a timer. And you're going to go in and reply to other people's posts that their conversation, their audience, their niche topic is related to yours. So their audience or commenters or viewers are potentially your audience, commenters, and viewers. All right. Or they are an ideal fit, audience member, podcast listener, potential client. I'll give you some examples here in a second. But I actually want you to thoughtfully add value. And at first, you may be able to do this on just a couple of posts, but we're going to save all of your replies. So we're not replying thumbs up, clappy, clap, clap emoji, smiley face. You're going to actually add value. Example, I'm on Threads and I see a lot of people that say, hey, I launched my podcast today. Here's my exact strategy. I will reply. The first line, I will mention their name. I'll say, hey, Adam, great job. Congrats. I mentioned their name. I look up what their name is. I mention their name. Not so hard. Then I add real value. So if it's somebody that just launched their show, hey, Adam, congrats, way to go. Then I'll copy and paste a value add post that I have used several times. That's something like, I've been a full-time podcaster since the end of 2019. Here are 4 things that I love to pass along to brand new podcasters. Tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, tip 4. Then at the end, I'll say, by the way, I post tips here every single day about podcasting or something, whatever it is. Like the little, it's not, hey, you should follow me, but it's kind of like a subtle, hey, you should follow me. So by the way, I post podcasting tips here every single day. That's the little reply, high value add reply sandwich that I make. The first part, mention their name. The second part, add some value with some real tips. The third part, by the way, I post podcasting tips here every single day, just in case you might want to follow me, but I don't actually say that last part. So save and reuse these. Anytime, again, my focus platform is Threads, I can see who follows me from what reply. So if I see that I replied something and somebody followed me from that reply, I always save that post. If I kind of know like, oh, this is a really good value add, I'll save it anyway. But I've got pages and pages and pages inside of a Google Doc on different types of replies that apply to my content pillar. So maybe somebody is like, I'm having a hard time growing my podcast, or I'm having a hard time making money or getting clients with my podcast. I've got canned, saved, high value add replies that I can copy and paste and do that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times in 15 minutes. So I get way more followers from my replies than my native posts that I create myself. Think about that. I honestly think that someone could hardly ever post your own content and just reply to other people's content and really grow a serious audience. So the 1 by 15 by 1. Let's clarify your focus social media platform next. I've got some clarifying questions to help you figure out this one focus platform. All right. I've got 6 questions here. And to find your focus platform, we want to find the platform where you can answer the most yeses to of these 6 questions. All right. Number 1, are you getting engagement? Number 2, are you getting new followers consistently? Number 3, are you getting new email list opt-ins? Number 4, are you getting new podcast listeners? Number 5, are you getting new clients? And here's number 6. Number 6 is the most important question. If you can't at least say yes to number 6, it cannot be your focus platform. Do you enjoy creating content on this platform? When you look at the chicken and the egg scenario, you must really love creating content on a platform for it to be your focus platform. If you hate being on that platform, you're not going to create good content, and all the other questions are not going to be, you're not going to be able to answer yes to those. Okay. So maybe you have a platform where you do enjoy creating content. Great. And you're also getting some engagement. Great. And then the rest of the questions, you aren't really there yet. But other platforms, you can't even answer yes to any questions. All right. We found our focus platform. You've got 2 yeses. Maybe you got a platform that you got 3 or 4 or 5 yeses. All right. So use this to gauge where you're going to apply this 1 by 15 by 1. Now, my focus platform is Threads, and I still post content on Instagram and Substack. Those are my sub platforms, my secondary platforms. Everything is repurposed. So I'll post something on Threads that is text-based only, and I can direct copy and paste that to Substack. No problem. Copy, paste, boom, 2 seconds. Then I can easily create a little image with some text on it and use what I posted on Threads as the copy for an Instagram post. Boom. That took 60 seconds. All right. But I'm not doing my 15 minutes of follow-up and replies on those other platforms because that's where it becomes overwhelming. All right. So that is the simple social media strategy, the 1 by 15 by 1. Don't overthink it. Just implement it and you'll get results. Well, there you have it, Pod Pals. Hopefully this lesson on the 1 by 15 by 1 simple social media strategy has helped provide some clarity. I hope that it's getting you to think a little bit differently because it can be tough to simplify. All the pressure is there to do all the things, and all the experts are saying, but this is the one way to do this thing, and you must be doing this or you are crazy. That pressure is out there constantly. I feel it too. All right. So my goal is to help you simplify as much as possible, find that minimum effective dose. If you can use some support along your journey to simplify and optimize your online business and your journey as a content entrepreneur, we'd love to have you take advantage of the 50% off your first month of group coaching link that is in the show notes. Again, that's good through the end of the year. and then it goes up to full price for the first month. Once again, it's a great value. You get first dibs on my minimum effective dose business course as that comes out. And yeah, that's, it helps to have people that are on the same journey there to support you, and have a mentor like myself there to support you. And I would love to be able to facilitate and help you speed up the progress towards simplification. All right, Pod Pals. With that, I will send you out into the world wishing you health, happiness, and many downloads. We'll see you on the next episode.